support group meeting. And my name is Jane. I've been vegan for about 18 years, although I don't have an exact sobriety date. The format of this meeting is that a speaker will share her experience, strength, and hope for about 15 minutes, and then we're going to open it up to sharing.
I've been plant-based for almost 7 years now, and ethical vegan for about 2 years. And I wish so badly that I could say from the get-go that I went vegan for reasons that were so much broader than what my reasons were. But I'm not going to judge my journey. I'm here now.
We are self-supporting through our own contributions. The suggested donation is $2, but we need you more than we need your money. So it's certainly no requirement. The principle behind it is that this meeting doesn't take on any one person's personality or is not a party thrown by any one person, that it is self-supporting through its own contributions. So sponsorship at this meeting. A sponsor is a person who has been vegan for a year, who's willing to help somebody else who wants to go vegan continue on that journey. So how many people here would be willing to be a sponsor who have a year of veganism? Okay, now we're going to open up the meeting with a show of hands.
I consider myself a vegetarian for a long time, and recently, about the beginning of this year, I decided to go vegan. And I didn't know what to eat, so I was like, no cheese, and then I was eating chocolate, and then another vegan said, because I mentioned what type of chocolate, and they said that there's milk in that, and I was like, oh my God, like I committed a sin.
And I'm a little bit ashamed to share it, but I'm going to because that's what we're supposed to do. I still, sort of being on the newer side of veganism, have a problem with not standing up for myself as a vegan. Not feeling like the pain in the ass friend or, the difficult one at the dinner party. So I still really struggle with that.
I'm on a journey, and being here is kind of an interesting part of that. And so I totally relate to shame-based, I know better in a lot of ways.
I stopped eating cows, pigs, and chickens when I was 19, 20. And I stopped eating sea animals in my late 20s. And I became a cheese whore, because that's what we do when we move from animals to the idea of where do you get your protein, the myth that you need these animal products to get protein.
The other day my friend is like, you vegans think you're so special. You guys think you guys rule the world, but you don't. And
So I related to what Jeanette was saying. My name's Adita. For my story of transitioning from vegetarian to vegan, it was a little easier for me to give up meat. I was always kind of on some level disgusted by meat, except for fish and shellfish. But as I was, learning about the horrors of animal farming, I was very resistant to giving up dairy and to some extent eggs. I grew up eating a lot of Italian food. I was obsessed with cheese. I just was making all the excuses in my head for why that was too extreme for me.
I'd always been an animal lover, an animal rescuer, and I hadn't put it together, the whole, the eating thing, although something inside of me never really felt right about eating animals. And I knew it, but it was one of those things that was under the radar kind of, and it just didn't get to the surface somehow, although I would go in and out of being vegetarian my whole life. And then about 12 years ago, it was one of those videos or something that I saw, and I was like, holy shit, I'm vegan! That's what it is! And I had just a whole other epiphany, and it was like, and everything just kind of synced up for me, because for the first time, I was being true to who I really am.
All right, well, that's our meeting. Woo!